Hi, my name is Benjamin Katz, and welcome back to the 48 State Ice Cream Review, where today I'm at the Sudbury Shoppe in Sudbury, Vermont, trying the Maple Jack Sundae. Now this is just a simple maple soft serve ice cream with whipped cream, peanuts, caramel sauce, and caramel corn. I have not yet had a sundae on this series because, in my opinion, a sundae is just ice cream with mix-ins outside. But I am curious to see what the Vermont sundae is like, especially because I do want to continue eating maple creamies in whatever form I can. Now, in years past, I've been a proponent of the idea that sundaes are a bit unnecessary. I am a believer in the hard ice cream and the mix-ins that go with hard ice creams. A sundae, to me, has always felt a bit too much. It's decadent, sure, but it's no more decadent than a hard ice cream or even a soft serve with the mix-ins incorporated. And there is a subtle art to getting a perfect sundae bite because there are so many elements and they're all outside the ice cream itself. You have to sort of be careful and strategic on how you take each bite. So in this bite I have 2 peanuts, a little bit of whipped cream, and of course the ice cream base. But every bite is different. Now, some would argue for a heterogeneous mixture such as this, instead of the homogeneous style of a mixed-in ice cream. But I am trying to enjoy the flavor and not try to strategically plan out each bite. I know, I am sounding like a hater in this review, and I'm not reviewing the actual ice cream itself. And I'm just sort of dishing on sundaes, but I feel like this is my channel, and I can share my opinions here. This is a lovely dish. I'm just thinking too hard. I don't want to think hard about ice cream, I just want to eat it. But the masses doth protest, so I shall oblige. I love caramel corn and ice cream. I feel like I don't see it enough. I guess it really only does make sense in a sundae, because to mix in the caramel corn to the ice cream base would make it a bit soggy, whereas having it outside the ice cream does allow it to maintain some of that crunchiness. So maybe this is one use case for a sundae to be here, because the salty caramel flavor and the crunch of the popcorn contrasts very well with this maple creamy soft serve. But back to the hater mindset for a moment. I often feel like sundaes are an excuse to upcharge the customer, or they're using an excuse to do performative sort of ice cream taglines, thumbnails. A way to get someone into the shop by saying, oh, look how fun and unique our sundaes are. But in reality, they're not trying to make the sundaes taste good, they're trying to make the sundaes look good. In this case, the sundae does taste good, so I'm not going to be that upset. But for most ice cream shops that I've been to in the DC area at the very least, the sundaes that are offered feel performative. A means to get someone in the door and not actually have them buy the sundae itself. But to Vermont's credit, I have been seeing a lot of sundae options in Vermont stores that seem viable, that seem logical and rational. And a lot of them revolving around the maple creamy. I stopped in the Sudbury shop specifically because it was just on the way for my daily destination. But this does feel like the rule and not the exception for Vermont in the very least, wherein sundaes are actually taken a bit more seriously than other parts of the nation. I wonder if that has to do with the fact that they take their ice cream itself very seriously. Okay, I think I'm ready for my closing thoughts. I am still a sundae hater, but I actually quite enjoy this sundae. It has a bit more than what I usually see in a sundae, in terms of the fact that it really feels like if this was not a soft serve flavor, it would work very well as a hard ice cream with mix-ins. Where in the most of the sundaes I see, they're trying to be unique and special. This feels like a regular ice cream flavor that is simply accommodating the soft serve mindset. And the Sudbury shop, I think, did a good job at making their other sundae flavors, because they all seem to be good variations on the standard soft serve or hard serve ice cream. And in the shop, we are sort of out of the way of most other places. But if you're driving along, I think it's Route 7, and you're trying to hit Burlington, this is a good place to stop by if you're coming up from the south. It has a lovely back patio area. The shop itself seems to have some fun little knickknacks and Vermont maple syrup. It feels local and community scale and friendly, and the service was fast and reliable too. So if you're in the mood for a sundae, stop by this place. And if you're not in the mood for a sundae, consider being in the mood for a sundae, because their sundaes are actually, I hate to admit it, pretty decent. If you like this video and want to see more like it, consider subscribing, or go to findfiltermarketing.com for more on the journey. Thank you.